Hello, my name is Peter Reynolds and I'm one of the team who manage the GOG Guild YouTube channel. Since the channel was launched on the 20th of March 2020, there have been 267 videos uploaded and these have been viewed over 100,000 times. There are now 765 subscribers to the YouTube channel, which is well worth doing if you haven't done so already, because you will get a notification when we add something new. However, are you aware that there are another 285 videos available to GOG Guild members only? These are available exclusively through the gallery section of the GOG Guild website, which you can find in the top menu bar of the front page. The video library consists of programs that used to be available as either DVD, VHS video, or as slides with an audio tape description. At present, 130 of the possible 285 available show a range of layouts and practical demonstrations. The unconverted programs are slideshows, which are only made available on request. So if you haven't had a look through what is available, sit back and enjoy a small selection of some of the available programs. The first program I'm going to show you is number 66 in the collection. This is the construction of an Ian Kirk Siphon G with Fred Turner.
The sides are mounted onto this strip, and it's very important, of course, that you get them square in all directions. The strip should be, the bottom of the strip should be 1.5mm up from the bottom of the sides, which allows for the thickness of the floor to go in at a later date. Also, the ends are going to sit between the sides, so you need to leave a gap at the end just wide enough for that to fit into. So this wants to protrude over the edge of the strip by the thickness of the end. Once you start to look for the pieces for the bogies, you might get slightly confused, but it's very simple. There is a top, two sides and two suspension units for each bogie. I've marked the centres here with a pencil where the suspension units go. They just sit there. The loco is a white metal kit. I seem to remember it's from Acme. The siphon, as you're well aware, plastic. The Hydra.
Next is program 27, which is called Rails in the Fells. This was made in 1999 with David Jenkinson and Jack Ray.
Wiseman comes the Newcastle excursion, and here it is. Well, now this engine is one of two racing 440s built by the Northeastern with 7'7" coupled wheels. They were the biggest coupled wheel 440s ever built in Britain. And I picked this prototype because I thought it was a fair chance nobody would ever make a kit of one. No doubt somebody will prove me wrong. Anyway, Peter Everton built the model, and I think it's supremely elegant, and I wanted an L&ER train.
Now we will visit Walsey with Barry Walls. This particular Walsey program was made in 2008 and is program 80.
And all the spotters are excited about the diverted capitals.
One of my personal favourites next, Fettleworth Harbour. This particular programme was made in 2013 with Peter Corrison, Sandy Harper and Chris Simpson. It is programme 106 in the collection.
Detailed views of the cross-channel ferry Paris and the topsail schooner. A dual-fitted E4 pulls in the Portsmouth-bound train, after which the LSW engine and private hiring takes over the train and departs for Portsmouth and Salisbury.
Coming up now is the Kirtley branch with Don Neal and Jack Ray. This is programme 21 and was made in 1998 and 2001.
Dealey Works Holt, near one end of the viaduct, and we'll see the morning paper train come through.
Link road, dual carriageway, and you can hear the noise of the traffic all the time. It's not squeaky bearings, noisy bearings you can hear in the wagons, it's the awful flow of traffic all the time.
Well, we've got the same problem at Cruchester with the bypass, but you're a little bit closer to it.
Yes, where we're sitting now we are about just 100 to 150 feet from the nearest carriageway.
Yeah.
It's awful.
When I first came here, I mean, apart from the 3 trains a day,
Yes.
the loudest noise you could hear was the sparrows coughing in the trees, wasn't
That's
it?
right, yes, now you can't even hear a cuckoo if it's sitting at the bottom of the garden.
Well, for the last shot of the day, next door decided to start up their motor mower, so we couldn't hear ourselves think. But fortunately, we'd got all the photography done. Thank you, Don, for allowing me to come again and for letting us share the enjoyment of Kirtley.
You may recognise the next presenter from our YouTube channel. In this video, which is number 71, Jamie Guest is presenting Long Preston.
Try and interest some other members of the Wakefield Club in helping me build my O-gauge layout. So it was worked out that if with the addition of an extra arch to the upper bridge, then the narrow gauge could be accommodated and then disappear under the bridge that where the main line crosses Long Preston Brook, and to disappear into a fiddle yard. The stock has almost all been built by Ray Clasper and is accurate models of the stock employed by the Fylde Water Board. Maygib kit with various alterations provided by George Norton to its original purchaser to enable it to be built as a bell pair. The next train through the bridge is a Midland Railway steam rail motor, built by John Patrick from a Home of O-gauge kit. These did actually work in the Heysham area for a short time prior to the electrification in 1908. So the justification for running this is that it was on its way to Heysham to replace a failed electrical unit. The working Walshart's valve gear under the engine unit was not very easy to build, but John Patrick and Tony Bond managed to crack that one between them. But anyway, it now makes its way off towards Heysham with some passengers on its way to deputise for the electric.
Now we have another instructional video with Sandy Harper, painting and lining models, which is programme 120.
Right, my method for mixing my paint is fairly straightforward, and I think it works quite well because I usually get the constituency of the paint just about right. I use ordinary white spirit for letting down my enamel paint. If I'm varnishing, I use ultra tough Ronseal satin coat varnish, and we can talk about that later, but it's the same technique for that. Right, having got your paint to the consistency that you want, using the pipette I would suck some paint out and squirt it into my little cup on the side here. I would say that a wagon like this would probably take you about maybe 3/4 of that cup. It's about as much paint as you will need. So you don't need a huge amount. However, now got your paint into your cup and you've connected your brush to your compressor. You start your compressor up, you get your pressure up to what you want it, and then whatever you use, your spray booth, there are a number of things you can use: a cardboard box, a plastic box, or you can buy one of these special spray booths with a fan that sucks all the fumes out and shoves it out the window. You get these from Eileen, but they can be a bit expensive at just over £100. But they are quite good if you tend to model in a small room and you want to get rid of the fumes and you've got a window close by. Excellent, good value. I always try and have a bit of extra on here that I can hang on to. So I'll put it in the water. Now the water should be warm. This has probably gone a bit cold now because I've been at it an hour. So it's gone a bit cold, but it doesn't matter. It just takes a bit longer, that's all. So you put it in the water.
Finally, we finished with 2 layouts. The first one is Dream City Railway by Roy James and his programme 105, and this is followed by A Great Central Railway by Mark Leather, assisted by others. This is programme 108.
Lovely coming up from the tunnel.
Of course, this is a very small sample of what is available, and although the video quality may not be entirely up to modern standards, there is a great amount of wonderful modelling inspiration on view. Personally, it is a pleasure to be custodian of these programs, and if you are a GOG Guild member, take some time to explore this service. There is something for everyone. If you are not a member of the GOG Guild yet, the video library is just one of the many benefits you can enjoy. Other benefits include a 96-page quarterly full-colour magazine called the Gazette, which provides numerous modelling articles, trade news, product reviews, and much, much more. It is intended to be a long-term reference document, and binders are available so that you can build up a valuable modelling library. The Gazette is accompanied by Guild News, which, as the title suggests, includes the latest news from Guild committees, clubs, and from members. The Gazette and Guild News are also available online, and the Gazette archive includes all of the Gazettes since the Guild's foundation in 1956. The Wiki is an online resource of everything you could possibly need to know about OGAGE. It is searchable and provides links to other relevant material, so it's extremely instructional. The online forum has numerous discussion groups to dip in and out of. One of the greatest benefits of membership is the network of fellow modelers from across the world. If you need to ask a question, someone somewhere will know the answer. We have recently started special interest groups by Zoom so that specific topics can be discussed in more detail, and every month we have an evening modelling session covering a variety of topics by Zoom called An Evening With, which are proving to be very popular. Members also get discounted entry to our face-to-face shows. In normal times we hold 3 events a year. The spring and summer shows are one-day events, while GuildX is our showcase annual convention with modelling competitions, demonstrations, layouts, plus general and specialist traders selling everything you could possibly need for the hobby. To complement the face-to-face shows, we hold 1 virtual exhibition a year. Virtual activities enable us to reach out across the world and enjoy layouts and demonstrations from members in several different countries. Members who have never attended an event before can either participate live via Zoom or watch a video of the event afterwards. I hope that I have made you aware of the video resources available to members and introduced some other benefits of Guild membership. Please explore the website at www.gageoguild.com, and thank you very much for watching.